Hello everyone, I'm Nindroid1 and today I'm here to give my top 10 LEGO sets of all time. A few rules before I start. 1. I'm only going to be listing sets I have myself, and I'll be leaning to the ones that are intact. I've proved several times that a lot of LEGO from 2010 to 2013 is broken. 2. This list is mainly about design. I tried to separate personal meaning and cost out of the decisions. However, the prices of some sets were used in the overall ranking. I was having problems. All music used was created by MacLeod, and make sure to leave your list in the comment section below. Now, let's get into this.
Top 10 LEGO set list.
Dawn of Iron Doom. The Dawn of Iron Doom. Oh boy! This set is by far my favourite set from the hands of Time Wave, and for good reason. This hulking snake mech is controlled by the Time Twins. Two twins that control, well, time. And an army of loyal, shapeable red soldiers made of snakes which are used as the bulk of the time machine's functionality, which are actually the Great Devourer's children. Did I mention control over time? Titan Mech Battle. Now, if this set didn't exist, you might be seeing another one on this list somewhere. I love this set. The two giant mechs and figures, all the little side builds that go along with it, especially the ghost one. Spooky recreation of my favourite LEGO Ninjago mech was a welcome addition to my mech collection. I mean, really, 2015 seems to be one of the greatest Ninjago years for set prices, and this one's no exception. In fact, I go as far as to say this was one of the most ideal LEGO sets for price, but we're not here for the prices. Sparatus Spider Stalker. In real life, I'm not fond of spiders. I can stand them, but heaven forbid me trying to pick one up. I am both worried for their health and mine. However, when it comes to LEGO Chima, I loved the Spider Tribe. In fact, I like them so much I bought every set. Well, I bought all the sets from the early wave anyway. But I like this one so much I bought two. I'm a big fan of the leg movement and the overall colour scheme. 2011 Fire Temple, 2014 Battle for New Ninjago City, and the 2015 City of Styx. And number 6 just took 3 spots. Yes, I know, it defeats the purpose of a top 10, but I just couldn't put any of these above the others. The Fire Temple and the Temple of Fortitude are two incredible builds. If there's one thing you can rely on in Ninjago, it's amazing quality temple builds. And although my Fire Temple hasn't been built since 2013, it's an amazing set. The pieces now reside in my channel studio mod. Battle for Ninjago City's temple is the same story except I have it built. It's an amazing all-round set. The temple is the highlight. However, one thing you probably didn't expect me to include was the City of Styx. Whilst the other two sold at the highest priced items in their respective launch waves, Styx was technically the third highest with 2 sets beating it out. You would think this would end up like any other £80 to £90 set, but it isn't. This thing is gargantuan, a great piece all around. Imperial Star Destroyer. The piece of ship in all its glory is large, threatening and all-encompassing, but enough about YouTube's algorithm changes. Let's talk about the set. Now, as a rule, I'm not a big fan of the idea of sets that are so far out of minifig scale you question the minifigure's inclusion. I'm happy to report this set is worth the size anomaly. It is stunning. Republic Gunship ATT. Coming up to number 4, we have ourselves another tie, and I'm sorry, but I can't talk about one of these sets and not the other. These are bound at the metaphorical waist. You can't talk about one without the other. Okay, you get it. I love the gunship and its build. At first glance you'd think it'd fall apart with a single tap in the wrong place, but honestly, it's one of the most sturdy sets I have. And just in case you don't believe me, it survived a 3,000 mile journey in a shipping container, and nothing broke that I didn't take off before packaging. Oh, what about the ATT, I hear you asking? Well, do I really need to explain? This thing is gorgeous. I never thought looking at a ground tank made for heavy-duty war would bring me so much joy. Large, bulky, brutally crushing legs and feet make this equal to the gunship in my eyes. Nindroid Mech Dragon. Oh my. You really can't be a Ninjago fan and not have the dragon on your top 10 list. My preference, however, is this mechanical marvel. This machine monster, this amazing first wave set, and the first dragon to use my preferred head creation design. I can't really be negative about this set from a display point of view. Perhaps it might not have been so great to play with. Either way, the little car and the minifigure selection was top notch, and given chance I'd happily buy it again. Ninjago movie Destiny's Bounty. When I first heard we'd be getting a movie Destiny's Bounty, I was both excited and worried. With its 100+ price point, I had a feeling we'd get something like the 2015 Final Flight. However, what we ended up receiving was something I could only explain to be an anomaly. I don't know much about the history of LEGO pricing, however this set is by far my best deal, ever. With more pieces than the incredible Temple of Aijitsu, yet here in the UK having a price tag under the last bounty. Is there anything more than I can say? Oh, and it's the highest piece count set I have. Ice Bites Claw Driller. Dun dun dun! Coming at number 2 we have the Ice Bites Claw Driller. Now earlier in the video I made my preference to a good mech known, and that isn't theme exclusive. This thing is beautiful. It captures the raw, natural feel of a polar bear with a cold hard metallic feel to a good neck. Armed to the teeth claw and back with play features and weaponry. I love the build as it all came together and then being pleasantly surprised with the size. In my opinion this is the best LEGO Chima set and takes my second spot on my overall favourite sets of all time.
Factory line rejects.
So there are a lot of sets that could have made it on this list, which is why there are so many ties. So here are a few
Factory line rejects.
Or to put it more simple terms, honourable mentions. Skull Truck, Sith Infiltrator, Misfortune's Keep, Malevolence, Clone Turbo Tank, and 2009 Armoured Assault Tank. Now, at number 1 we have a tie. I know, crazy, but I couldn't pick between these two beauties. The Turbo Tank holds a special place in my heart as the first big LEGO set I'd ever purchased with my own earned money. After a lot of crazy and unexpected things along the way, I finally got enough to buy it. I was so happy I ran down and told my neighbour. And the Droid Tank? I might go into this one a bit more another day, but I just love the design. I doubt we'll ever get a set like this again, and I'm so glad to have access to it. And that concludes the first list channel here on the channel. If you enjoyed, make sure to show me by hitting that like button. It really helps me gauge where my audience lies in enjoyment. And leave a comment explaining what you might have done better with the video itself. Make sure to leave your list of sets in the comment section below, and there's a poll going on for the first week of this video's release to decide what the next top 10 video will be. Until next time,